Hey, so I have a question. What about road rules?
Excellent, Sam. You're on the ball. Welcome to Road Rules for Cyclists.
Woo!
Remember, rules are rules. We will also go through a few safety tips. First things first, set your app to the correct vehicle type to ensure you aren't taken on any freeways. All right, Sam, on your bike, mate. Okay, first things first, signs, crossings, and positioning. You must adhere to all road signs and pay particular attention to these. Stop, one way, no entry, no U-turn. And also remember, you cannot overtake on a solid white line. Now, traffic lights. When approaching traffic lights at an intersection or a pedestrian crossing, prepare to stop when the traffic light turns amber. Do not attempt to race across the junction. Red means stop. Pedestrian crossings. When approaching pedestrian crossings, slow down. If pedestrians are using the crossing, stop and let them cross. Remember, when turning into a road, a pedestrian that is already on the road has the right of way. Pavements and cycle lanes. Do not cycle on footpaths or pavements except on clearly marked cycle tracks. If you need to cross a pavement, dismount from your bike and walk it. Alrighty Sam, let's move on to positioning. I must say, your riding has been on point so far. Where you position yourself in the road is important. Keep to the left-hand lane where possible unless you are attempting to turn right. It is safer to stay away from the curb to help you avoid debris and potholes and help prevent cars from overtaking too close to you. When passing parked vehicles, leave plenty of room to avoid being hit by a door suddenly opening. Keep looking around. Do head checks frequently to be aware of potential hazards and what other people are doing on the road. Use your hands to indicate to drivers when you intend to turn. If you are passing static traffic or slow drivers, overtake on the right-hand side, but make sure you don't cross the solid line. Vehicles won't see you coming on the left. Next, we have intersections and roundabouts.
Oh, my favorite.
Sam, this is important. Busy intersections can be especially dangerous to inexperienced cyclists. Be especially careful with large vehicles like buses and trucks. Watch their indicators and wheels to help anticipate when they are going to turn. Sam, something really important. Do not attempt to pass large vehicles on the inside if they are turning left. Be safe and wait for them to go. Remember, all vehicles have blind spots, so try and communicate with the driver by making eye contact and make sure they can see you. Okay Sam, stay with me here. Next, we have turning, and you need to pay attention.
Gotcha, I'm listening.
Okay, so before turning, make sure to look around for any hazards and always use your hands to signal. We recommend using a bicycle hook turn to turn right unless it is signed otherwise. Get to the front of the intersection if traffic is stationary and do a head check over your left and right shoulder. When traffic is moving, ride towards and then wait at the left-hand side bicycle box. Make sure you are facing the same direction as the traffic waiting behind you. When your light turns green, continue straight with the traffic. This completes the bicycle hook turn. Okay, now, turning left. Be aware of vehicles turning left in front of you. Slow down and wait your turn. You want to avoid getting on the inside of the queue, as this puts you at a risk of being squished. Don't forget to head check and use hand signals. Next up, bicycle boxes at intersections. A bicycle box is the area of road at an intersection with one or more bicycle symbols painted on the road between two stop lines. When faced with a red light, this is the place for cyclists to stop, but make sure you stop before the second line of the box. When turning from a bicycle box in front of all traffic lanes, cyclists should turn left from the section of the bicycle box in front of the left lane. Turn right by performing a bicycle hook turn. When there is no bike path, ride as close as possible to the left side of the road and use a bike lane where possible. Remember to keep left. Take care when approaching trams. There's a few things to remember. You cannot overtake on the right. If you see the tram's lights flashing and it's slowing down, don't overtake. Once the doors are open, you cannot pass. Make sure to stop at the back of the tram, otherwise you can get a fine. When the doors are closed, you can keep riding. It is recommended that riders cross tram lines and level crossings using a bicycle hook turn. At some intersections in the CBD, you must do a bicycle hook turn if you are turning right. Hook turns, while they sound tricky, actually make turning safer and easier. Remember to follow the lights in the direction you are traveling on the road. Lastly, roundabouts. When approaching a roundabout, Position yourself in the middle of your lane. Look behind over your right shoulder to check for other vehicles and give a clear signal in the direction you're going. Slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. A good tip, select a gear that will allow you to pedal onto the roundabout quickly.
This is great. I'm riding and I'm learning.
Great to hear, Sam. Remember, Sam, cyclists are prohibited from riding on roads such as the M1 freeway, M3 freeway and the Balti Bridge. Let's recap one last time. Overtake on the right-hand side and be careful around large vehicles. Know what's around you, keep head checking and make eye contact. Obey the road rules and signs. Use a bicycle hook turn to safely turn right at any traffic intersection. Be visible. Make sure you have your lights on and a reflector when riding at night. And finally, ride safe.